As if it couldn't get any worse for Xbox. It somehow, it somehow got worse. How is that even possible? Like, we were already in the deep trenches, but now we found a new hole to get inside, and it's worse than the trenches. This is like the bottom of the ocean that we have not explored yet. My Xbox to me is already destroyed. It's dead in the water. I don't really, I would never buy an Xbox console because there's no real reason to. So yeah, they're basically killing that brand. And guess what? Anyways, my phone, this thing right here, is an Xbox, right? Everything's an Xbox. This pasta sauce is an Xbox. This somehow, my PlayStation controller is an Xbox. Everything's an Xbox, guys. Everything. So Phil Spencer, Sarah Bond, they're gone now, and they got replaced by, I think her name is Asha Sharma. Don't really know her name, but the streets are calling her like AI Slappa Sharma. Let's read Xbox's like post. Gaming has been part of Microsoft from the start. Flight Simulator shipped from Windows, and you can practically ray trace a line from. She did not say this, bro. she she ain't say this shit, man. This is not her. This is probably Asha Sharma. Never mind. This is the CEO of Microsoft, AI Slop himself. So as we celebrate Xbox's 25th year, we fired the CEOs of Xbox. The opportunity and innovation agenda in front of us is expansive. You mean AI? Today we reached over 500 million monthly. Okay, I don't care. I don't care. And continue to innovate across gaming hardware. Innovate with AI. Okay. Content and community. What community, bro? You are running out of members. I am long on gaming and its role at the center of our consumer ambition. You are lying. I don't trust anything you say. I'm excited to share that Asha Sharma will become executive vice president and CEO Microsoft Gaming. It's not even Xbox, Microsoft Gaming, man. This oh, that should actually piss me off low key. Reporting to me. That's the problem here anyways. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. I was going to say this at the end, but Satya is like he's gonna basically put through everything, right? Like he's given the ideas, but he has to give you the a-okay. So it doesn't really matter their vision. He kind of just wants to hear what he wants to hear. It doesn't really it doesn't really matter. Over the last 2 years at Microsoft and previously as chief operating officer at Instacart. Oh yes, Instacart deals like with gaming. You can probably buy a PlayStation controller on Instacart. And a vice president at Meta. Meta. Ah, yes. AI. AI slop Meta. Asha has helped build and scale services that reach billions of people. Right. Okay. He brings deep experience building and growing platforms, aligning business models to long-term value, and I don't care. Matt Booty. Why have I heard this guy's name? I swear he's like terrible at his job or something. Listen, I will say one thing to Phil. I think he took over at Xbox when in the middle of the Xbox One, if I remember correctly, they were already getting their ass beat by PlayStation. And then he kind of took the reins and he had to fight his way back up to help Xbox regain some fans. I would say he tried. He definitely tried. They didn't even come close. They haven't come close to competing with PlayStation besides maybe getting a broader audience. But as for the Xbox console itself, they never got close. However, he cooked with Game Pass in the beginning. I can't lie. It was a great deal. Now we know how Game Pass is, but yeah, I feel like he had a lot of good moves during his tenure, so shout out him. There were probably some bad moves too, but overall, I feel like he did a decent job. So this is her message. Dear team, today I begin my role as CEO of Microsoft Gaming. I feel two things at once, humility and urgency. Humility because this team has built something extraordinary over decades. Urgency because gaming is in a period of rapid change, and we need to move with clarity and conviction. Gaming is in a period of rapid change. We are literally not. Gaming is basically still the same. The only thing that's changed is all the AI being pushed down our throats. Oh, I am stepping into work shaped by generation of artists, engineers, designers, writers, and more who create worlds that brought joy and deep personal meaning to hundreds of millions of players. My first job is simple. Understand what makes this work and protect it. So you don't even understand how gaming works. That's literally what I get from this statement. Understand what makes this work and protect it. It's it's not that hard. It's not that hard. Oh my god. Ow, I hit my balls. Guys, I don't understand why it's so hard for, like, I don't know who the fuck. It's not that hard to understand how to get more gamers towards your console, towards your platform. Simple. Oh my god. You can do it the PlayStation way, or you can do it the Nintendo way. But you know, Xbox has Game Pass with day one. They kind of fucked themselves over with that low key. All you have to do, make great games. And now I know it says it here, all right, but literally, Nintendo, whether you like them or not, people buy their stuff because they make great games and it is exclusive. That is another thing. I know gamers don't like exclusivity, but exclusivity literally literally brings people to your platform. All right, because if Nintendo put their stuff on PC, I think a lot of people would not buy a Switch. I know I wouldn't, you know, because I could just play it on PC. But if I want to play Nintendo games, I will have to go on the Switch and use their dog platform. Or you can do it the PlayStation way. I actually think the PlayStation way of monetizing stuff, you can say what you want or whatever, but in this day and age, I think it is is good. Their exclusive games come out on PlayStation first, and then a year later, a year or two, they put it on PC, so that you have to double up. And guaranteed, people who bought it on PS5 will probably buy it on PC again, because especially if it's a really good game, they'll spend their money. They'll buy it again just to get those extra frames on PC, those better graphics, and then of course buy it on PlayStation just to get it day one. So you can do that instead of putting it on Xbox and PC day one. That's one thing I don't really understand. You could wait. You can make them wait and make them buy your console if you want to buy it day one. And then also making good games to make good games. Is that such a hard concept? You don't need all this extra shit to make you retain your attention span. All right, I know we're in the age of TikTok and we're at the lowest attention span of all time, but if you make Expedition 33, bro, what else came out last year? Kingdom Come, Baldur's Gate 3. You make these type of games, which I know you can. You got the money. You got the money for it. If you do that, people are gonna come to your platform. Is it that hard? You don't need to make a yearly Call of Duty game and then camo grind, play 100 hours, even though it's not fun, it's just brain rot. Brain numbing yourself like an Assassin's Creed game, having a bunch of different side stuff that you can do, but it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. With Expedition 33, you played the side content because it literally gives you more lore on the interesting story that it had. And so if you're playing the side story, guess what? You're gonna play more hours into the game. Is it that hard? You dumb fucks. Oh my god. Are y'all really dumb out there? Like, you don't need all these, it's not that hard. You don't need these brain dead strategies to make you play more. This stuff that like literally goes in depth and makes you just play the game to numb your brain. Don't y'all own Obsidian? You make Obsidian one of like my favorite developers until like Avowed and the other stuff, but you have them come out with Outer Worlds 2 and Avowed. Outer Worlds 2 is not a bad game, but Obsidian was known for innovating RPGs. Now they're kind of just doing the same game over and over. No innovation. Make it exclusive on Xbox for a year or two, put it out on PC after a year later. And if you want like a non-gaming way to describe this, Demon Slayer. Infinity Castle, if y'all haven't watched it already, I mean, you probably would have, should have, definitely probably have, but that came out like 6 months ago. And I think Crunchyroll is not release it until like 2027 or something crazy like that. Maybe like a year later after its release. It was so good that you literally had to watch it in theaters because you're like, there's no way I'm gonna wait that long. A lot of movies are like, oh, I'm gonna just wait until it comes onto streaming services because it's not worth my time to go watch. But Demon Slayer, it was literally a masterpiece that you had to go out and watch it. You couldn't wait that like year or whenever it comes out. That's the same thing for gaming. If Xbox came out with like game changers, games that were similar to Skyrim and Fallout New Vegas and The Witcher 3, say they came out with 3 of those games in the span of a year in on Xbox, you don't think people are gonna go out and buy an Xbox? You don't think that? It's like, oh my god, this shit is so good, I have to buy an Xbox and play it immediately. Instead, no, we'll make you play Call of Duty Black Ops 7, do camo challenges for 24 hours. So she says here, my first job is simple, understand what makes this work and protect it. That starts with 3 commitments. First, great games. Everything begins here. We must have great games beloved by the players before we do anything. Unforgettable characters, stories that make us feel innovative gameplay, and creative excellence. We will empower our studios, invest in iconic franchises. This is another problem. Invest in iconic franchises. No. I'm tired of Halo. I don't need a Halo 7. I don't need a Gears of War 7. New IPs. New IPs. Not just go back to the past. PlayStation literally did it with, love it or not, they did it with Horizon Zero Dawn. I actually really like that game. And then Bloodborne. Like they at least know, yes, they have like a bunch of remasters and remakes for The Last of Us, mainly, right? But they kind of know when to end a series. The Last of Us seems pretty much done. Uncharted is done. There's a lot of games where they know when to end it. Xbox just keeps relying on the old, bro. We will enter new categories and markets, making me think mobile gaming or something. I don't know if Xbox has mobile gaming, like actual mobile games, but this is what it sounds like, because that's the only kind of market I think about. Maybe handheld, like they already dipped their toe with the ROG Ally, so it was already rumored that Xbox was going to make an actual dedicated handheld, so you know that could be something they do. The return of Xbox. We will recommit to our core Xbox fans and players. Oh really? Oh really? Yeah, we'll see about that. I don't know why we went into Microsoft gaming. Like that sounded good. Anyways, those who have invested with us for the past 25 years, and to the developers who build the expansive universes and experiences that are embraced by players across the world, we will celebrate our roots with a renewed commitment to Xbox, starting with console. Okay. It connects us to the players and fans who invest in Xbox, and to the developers who build ambitious experiences for it. Gaming now lives across devices, not within limits of any single piece of hardware. As we expand across PC, mobile, and cloud, Xbox should feel seamless, instant, and worthy of communities we serve. We will break down barriers so developers can build once and reach players everywhere without compromise. Alright, I don't like that. Whatever. Third, future of play. Oh god, what does that mean? What does that? We are witnessing the reinvention of play. Are we? To the moment, to meet the moment, we will invent new business models and new ways to play by leaning into what we already have. Oh god, they're gonna be making AI Master Chief, AI Marcus, and AI Dom. I already see it. You're gonna be seeing them do the... But we will not treat those worlds as static IP to milk and monetize. Okay, see, this is why you have to read what their statements say. Like, even though it could be BS, but when I was seeing the short stuff on Twitter, they were not saying stuff like this. They purposely leave stuff out, but we will not treat those worlds as static IP to milk and monetize. That is a W, but you know, you can't really trust them. We will build a shared platform and tools that empower developers and players to create and share their own stories. As monetization and AI evolve and influence this future, AI slop. Games are and always will be art crafted by humans and created with the most innovative technology provided by us. Okay, now in theory, this sounds good, right? However, you remember the CEO of Microsoft said, he wants us to stop thinking of AI as slop. So their definition of slop and our definition of slop probably vastly different. Like, they can probably generate something like Master Chief doing the little L dance, and they'll be like, look at all that soul in Master Chief. Like, they probably don't think that's slop, so it don't really matter. Thank you for welcoming me into this journey. And what we're gonna do is start raising Xbox Game Pass from $30 to $50. I think we are cooked. Like, her message, honestly, reading it sounds promising, but again, how many times has Microsoft lied? A lot. So we might be cooked, but who knows? Maybe she turns it around. Maybe you're our only hope. You're definitely the last chance. Like, your next decision is... Actually, no. She's probably going to make 2 good decisions in the beginning. And then that's when they show their true colors, and they're going to start doing some shit we ain't ever seen before. And then it'll be like, oh, yeah, now they're dead. Because I would assume there's going to be, like, they want to please us in the beginning. And then, you know, at the end, it's bad. Honestly, her statement was not that bad. I know we can clown on her, but I'm gonna wait. You know, I'm not buying an Xbox, but maybe this change will do something. I'm not hopeful, but like, we'll see.